Guys, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. Just a quick update on a pair of Reolink security cameras that I've been using for the last while. This particular one I've been using actually 2 years now, and I have another model, the Argus 4 Pro, that I've been using for nearly a year. This one is the Argus 3 Pro. Fair disclaimer, free review samples were sent to me by Reolink for my reviews. So this one has worked very well. It's been out in all sorts of weather. Basically, it lived on my RV most of the time and hooked to its companion solar panel. Most times the solar panel is plenty enough power to keep it fully charged. When I'm on my boat here, I'm not using the solar panel, so I take it in and just recharge it via USB recharging. Usually you have to do that maybe once a week. Just depends on how much we move around and how many times you trigger the security video on it. Overall, physically it stood up quite well. There is a little bit of yellowing starting to form on the top here, but that's about it. It's been in a lot of different rain environments. Nothing really super cold or anything. We don't really go into areas where it's snowy, but we spend a lot of time in the Pacific Northwest, US and the BC coast, and it's had a lot of rain. I purchased this as an attachment for mounting it. On my RV, I have the attachment that came in the kit, but on the boat I use this little clamp, which has worked out quite well. So I'll have some footage from that. And we'll also give you a look at the Argus 4 Pro. And this one is kind of unique because it's kind of 2-in-1 and it stitches together an image. So it's a 180-degree view and does everything a security camera would do. I've done a review in the past. This is sort of just an update. And it's performed well too. No problems as far as water getting into it or anything. I used it for several months in my RV as a security camera, no problem. And right now, last month or so, I've been using it on my boat. And all I do is I just kind of use zip ties here and put it on the mast. And same thing on the RV, it has its own mount and also a solar panel. Solar panel, same thing, keeps it charged up quite nicely. On the boat here, I just take it and recharge it when I need it. Same as the other camera, maybe every 3 or 4 days, maybe a week out of it, depending on how much motion it senses. And also if I use the time-lapse recording, that takes a little more energy. And that's one of the cool features of this camera that I really like. It's easy to go through its app or its desktop app and set up a time-lapse, and then it stitches it all together nicely for you. Anyway, that's about it. I have noticed inside these lenses, it's really hard to see, but it almost looks like it's kind of got a little bit of cracking or something going on. And that's happened in both lenses. You might not be able to see it, but it hasn't seemed to affect the actual picture at all. I just noticed that the other day. Another thing I noticed this is if the light is sort of bright, in certain light conditions, it'll seem like one of the cameras has sort of a slightly different brightness and contrast than the other side. Usually it looks like one complete picture, but you'll see when I show you some sample footage. Anyway, let's get to it, and I'll show you some of the sample footage from both my RVing in the desert and my boating. Okay, so here's a look at the desktop app on my laptop. And we're looking at a live view through the Argus 4 Pro cam. So you can look at this from a remote location too. If this is connected to your Wi-Fi, you can go be somewhere in town and look back, see what's going on. And I'll switch to the Argus 3 now, and we'll give you a look at its live view. It's showing out the back of the boat right now. Nice clear picture. And you can go through and you can see all the different things that were triggered and pick an event at a certain time and see what was triggered there. There's just me on the back of the boat. My motion triggered the camera to come on and record. I have it set to record 30 seconds. of footage. And there's also the time-lapse feature right here. Pretty easy to use. You can dial in different times of how many frames it's going to take, make an interesting time lapse, and then just download it to your computer. Here's a still shot showing you in the desert. Took this, and this is when it's on the RV and kind of gives you how much coverage the Argus 3 can do. It's pretty widescreen and good color, good brightness, contrast, everything. It's quite a sunny day right there. And then we'll give you another one. We'll show you the Argus 4 screenshot. You can just go in and take a picture. Here's us cruising through beautiful British Columbia on the coastline there. A nice wide 180-degree view. Looks really cool. Good color, good contrast. Lots of resolution from the 4K resolution of the cameras. Okay, next we're going to give you a look at that, what I call that defect in the camera, where one side has a different brightness and contrast than the other. Seems when the sun is on one side, it's triggering that side to have different brightness and contrast versus the other side. So you kind of see a line right down the middle. This doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. I can live with it though. It's just a security camera. And then we'll give you this other one in the desert here. Another bright screen. Some birds actually triggered this motion. So it recorded them as they flew by the back of the camper. And then we got this one. This person and their dog triggered the camera. Dogs can do it. People can do it. You can set whether you want dogs or people to do it or other. And it's early morning. It's pretty good lighting. Here's another version. I'm coming off the back of my boat. I triggered it, and it's fairly rainy, dull day, but still lots of brightness and contrast to the security camera. And this next one I kind of did for fun, just used it as a game camera and put it on the ground, and it caught this little mouse moving around on the ground in the desert. And then a final kind of shot of my wife and I on the boat cruising along, and kind of gives you an idea what it looks like. I think it's a pretty cool footage actually. Just because it's got the 180 degree, it's almost like you're standing behind us and looking at the whole scene. And brightness and contrast and resolution is very good. So overall, I'm quite pleased with these security cameras. They've held up well, good picture and everything. So I give them a thumbs up. Till next time, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. Cheers, guys.